It's an ML Sports Take here, brought to you by Welch and Company Jewelers and Stanley Law Offices. St. Bonaventure with another impressive win, 66-62. I think I came somewhat close on the prediction, but here's the thing. This team got so much from the starters, and I feel like, again, Moses Flowers, who I called upon to, start. And did you hear that, Mark Schmidt? No, I'm kidding. Mark Schmidt has forgotten more basketball than I know. He scored 10 points, but he was so active on both sides of the floor. 17 from Venning. I thought he was the best player on the floor overall tonight. I mean, Richmond, St. Bonaventure, whatever, 17 points. Had 6 rebounds, was super active. We got 18 tonight from Farrell, who was insane from 3, 4 for 5, and he was probably the main difference. But again, main versus best. I thought Farrell was probably the main difference, and Venning was the best player. And on the Richmond side of things, I mean, St. Bonaventure, they gave up 14 on the bench to Richmond, but really held 3 big-time potential scorers in check in terms of Gustafson and Bailey and Grace. Burton, he's always going to get his. Not quite like a Thursday night getting, $2 Labatt Blue Light drafts, but he'll get his. But overall, I really love the intensity at the start of the game. I thought that really set the tone. And I think Bonaventure offensively compared to Richmond offensively, they move the ball, and I know I'm talking a little quiet because people are asleep upstairs, but they move the ball way, way, way better than Richmond. I mean, you could see the transition happening, and Richmond mixes defenses in, and when they put the press on, again, this was similar to VCU, and I'm sure Mark Schmidt put the tape on and said they're going to do some similar things and all the rest. Well, guess what? They did, and it was Luke, and it was Banks, and it was key passes and knowing where each other is. I thought that it was a spectacular display of, being cool under the moment. St. Bonaventure made all the key free throws in the end. I mean, when you look at the free throws tonight, it was only 14 of 22 for St. Bonaventure. 14 of 22, that's it. Richmond made 21 of 22. I mean, that is a 7-point huge discrepancy situation, but Richmond missed when it mattered most, and Bonaventure made it when it mattered most. And I just love this team right now. I know we crush them when they lose, and we're emotional and all the rest, but it's, just to let people know, the calendar is turned to February. Holy Schmidt. I mean, that's literally like the bottom line here. I mean, this guy is such a great coach, and I've said it a lot of times. I think Mark Schmidt, and all bias aside, I think Mark Schmidt is a top 10 coach in the entire country. I really believe that. There is no coach who has faced what he has when he came into Bonaventure, saving the program from the academic fraud and all the rest. Mark Schmidt has been unbelievable. That's all there is to it. And what he's doing right now, his team starting to gain confidence, winning on the road at VCU, stay in the state, keep smart. And all the quotes that he tells the media, he's honest and true, and he's nice to you. Jim Boeheim, are you listening? What an asshole that guy is. Total asshole. I'll tell you what, Schmidt just continues to amaze me. I mean, and he's so good out of timeouts. He's so good in late game situations. Mark Schmidt deserves so much credit. I mean, basically saved the program. Why we have still D1 basketball in the A10 is beyond me. It's beyond me, but when I try to go find it and everybody tells me it's about Mark Schmidt, I'm going to agree with you. I mean, he's such a special guy. He's such a special coach. And, if I had to really, as I wind down here, boil this down to 3 big things in this game, number 1, it would be absolutely the performance from Farrell and Venning. I thought those 2 guys were unbelievable. Number 2, free throws matter when they matter. Okay, Bonaventure made theirs, Richmond did not. And then the third thing I would say would be what I just kind of alluded to in terms of the offensive rotation, in terms of moving without the ball, passing the basketball, and 3-point shots. You ready for this one? This would be my other key. Richmond went 5 for 24. 5 3-point shots, and they happen to miss those shots from either misses or great defense by Bana, whatever the case may be. 5 for 24. They shot the ball all the time from 3 and really could not connect. And oh, by the way, Tyler Burton, He had 22 points, but he, went 1 for 8 from 3. Well, guess what? Tyler Burton's a pretty good three-point shooter. He makes a few more of those. Richmond wins the game. Bonaventure, they made 8 3-pointers, and it was a lot of the dump down, high screens, pass around the wings, make things happen, and then find the open look. And I thought that Bonaventure tonight found the open look many times. They were clutch down the stretch. Go Bonas, 12 and 11. What a performance. ML Sports Take here, brought to you by Welch & Company Jewelers, Stanley Law Offices, and Jam and Beats. I'm going to go take a cough drop. We'll talk to you soon. And as I always tell you, enjoy the games. Go Bonas.